Hey guys, Succulent back. And I just want to say that I'm super pumped. By the way, yesterday I released my first video, getting out and do videos, and it feels so amazing. And I've already gotten some feedback back from some of you guys. And one of the things that I got feedback with from one of my friends that actually does, social media, online videos and whatnot, is he was like, you need to make sure and turn the camera. By the way, thank you, boo. But I really hate editing. So we're going to try it this way. I'm going to do it the other way. What is that? It's the horizontal way, and see if that does a little bit better to fill up the picture. He even recommended me go back and change my last one. I was like, I don't want to do that shit. I was like, if somebody else wants to do it, they can. And I pay very well. Just kidding. Actually, I don't at all. So anyway, well, it depends. If I like you, I might. But I immediately got some feedback back. And one of my other friends messaged on one of my platforms and said, you know what, I want to ask a really deep question. And at first I was like, what am I going to do next? So his question was, what types of energies do you attract? What types of energies do you want? And what types of energies do you need? And when you start talking about, energies, like that in and of itself is a whole nother issue. You're going into more of a spiritual type aspect. And surprisingly enough, there's a lot of people that are even unaware of how they are affected by the different energies. I mean, even myself, it's like I knew it, but I didn't actually know it. And I've been on a spiritual journey myself. Just a little tidbit for some of you, and I'm going to go into that in another video, of course. I can't do it all in one, is that I was a pastor's wife for 8 years of a conservative Christian church. And my beliefs have evolved quite a bit. Now, I still have a lot of the same beliefs, but my mind is much more open now. So when we talk about energies, when you are around somebody, you automatically get a feeling like, ooh, there's something off, or ooh, that person's awesome. They give off just a vibrant, awesome energy. It's like you immediately know you can trust them, and then when it comes into your sexuality, in that mixture of energy, you also want to incorporate the emotional side of it, the intimacy, and the intellect as well. Because what happens is when you're talking about intimacy, I had a friend send me a little quote, and it says, intimacy is more about safety than anything else. Do you feel safe revealing your vulnerabilities to them? Do you feel comfortable being fully authentic with them? Do you trust them to know your pain and past? Do you feel at peace in their presence? And so I hope to be that for those around me, because I know what it feels like not to feel safe in people's presence. And if you have ever been sexually involved with somebody you didn't feel safe with, it's like you had walls up, you couldn't let yourself go, you couldn't really enjoy yourself. And the reason why I know that is because I was married for 16 years in a marriage that lacked intimacy. And it was shut down very early on in my marriage. And then it wasn't until I got into the lifestyle, topic for another video, that I really started exploring what it was that really just opens me up. And so that's a whole nother, that journey, my emotional journey, and learning more about myself. But we're going to stick to the energies that I attract. I'm going to be honest with you. My entire life, since the time I can remember, I feel like I have a fuck me sign written across my head. I've had men hit on me my entire life. Even after I got married, I'd be pumping gas. I'd have a gentleman down 2 pumps down. Hey baby, can I get your number? And I'm like, I'm married. He's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, oh my God. But I've always had it consistently. And so me personally, I attract just about everyone. And it's funny because even the people that say they're not attracted to me, that's a possibility. I'm a little much for certain people. I can totally get that. But I've also noticed that those same people still can't stop watching me. It's like, I think who I am as a person is just, it's like a train wreck. You just can't look away. I can accept that. So, that's kind of like, that was very vague. Like, what kind of energies do I attract? But I would say most energies, Then the next one is, what kind of energy do you want? Well, I will tell you, I'm sure a lot of the ladies that are going to watch this can relate, but I, on a regular basis, will open up my inbox and I will have a cock. Hello, do you want this, baby? And it's a lot of times, I mean, it's a nice looking cock. And I would say, well, what's attached to it? Because quite frankly, I don't care what kind of cock you have. You know? Now, listen, there was a time where I was like, ooh, let me go test that baby out. But then I got to the place where I was like, it doesn't matter the size. It doesn't matter even what somebody looks like to me. It matters if I'm attracted to them as people. You know, and I like to say I'm a sapiosexual, but I think that most of us are the same way. Even when we look at somebody physically, like that's awesome. But like, if you don't like the person, and you don't like how that person is being with you, you're not going to enjoy your sexual experience as much. So no, just because you send me a cock pic does not mean I want to sleep with you. Just let you know. Now, I want to get into the one that I'm really excited about, and the one where intimacy comes into it. And as I've learned more about energies and I've kind of gotten all that, hey, I'm going to go buck wild, you know, and go enjoy, you know, various people. Part of my spiritual journey has been to understand myself and what I like. And so I started noticing, like, I'm a certain way. I mean, I am a very passionate person. I don't just like to walk into a room, even when I'm doing content, and just be like, oh, hey, here I am. Let me, you know, fake crap or, you know, do the hard pounding or whatever it may be. It's like, no. You know, I personally enjoy that passionate, that connection, that, you know, like, but how do you get there? You know, and what I mentioned earlier, intimacy is about feeling safe with somebody, you know, and even as a strong female, in order for me to let down my guard around you, I have to feel safe, you know, and I get into the presence of people like, I want to be treated like a queen. I am a queen. And every woman is also a queen. They just don't believe it yet. You know, I had to learn what that was for myself. But I will tell you, I can see it in their eyes. And I love a confident man. I love a man that comes in and knows what he's capable of. He knows how to treat me. He comes in, he's like, I'm going to treat her well, open and close her doors. I'm going to you know, tell her how beautiful she is and how much I appreciate her. You know, I'm going to explore her body, not just go straight for the clit or just bang the hell out of me. It's like, no, take your time and caress me and kiss me. And, you know, and also when it comes to like physicality, like I enjoy a man that knows how to get rough and knows how to be dominant, but not domineering. Not somebody that's going to come in and just be like, "Alright, submit." Excuse me? Do you know who the fuck you're talking to? I don't think so. No, but somebody that comes in and understands how it is, understands that the sub actually has more power than the dom does. And you know what? I had to learn how to submit myself. And that was subject for another video. You know, I had to learn how to do that. But I will tell you, I have quite a few friends now because I've been around enough of those energies, if you will, or those people that have that for me to understand what I like. But just like I like to offer that safe place for other people to enjoy them at their core and see them for who they are, you know, when they feel safe around me, it makes them want to treat me better, and it makes them want to know me as a person as well. So when you walk in, you're just like, oh, hey, you're pretty. Let me just, you know, tell you how gorgeous you are and smack your ass and, hey, come on in there to the playroom. I'm like, no, that one's not working for me, boo. You know, I actually go to house parties and people get frustrated with me because it's like, oh, we're here to play. And I'm like, okay. I'm glad. Go have fun. But here's the deal. The ones that were sitting around with me all day, that were, you know, we're sipping some wine, we're sitting around having a good time, being loud and laughing, and they got to know me throughout the day. Yeah, those are the ones at the end of the day. I'm like, come on, boo. Let me show you a good time. and see it's not just going to be one of those little quick things over there in the corner. It's like, I'm going to take my time, you know? So when it talks about energies I need men that actually look at me for who I am. Because here's the deal. Like I said, most are attracted to me. Most can look at me and appreciate me and be like, oh, she's pretty. But you know what? How many of you actually take the time to get me to know me as a person? You know? And that's not saying there's not exceptions to the rule. I mean, come on. Sometimes, you know? But generally speaking, that's how I would answer that. You know, so I hope that answers your question. I'm not going to say who you are, but by the way, you are one sexy motherfucker. Just going to put that out there. You know who you are. And I hope you watch it to the end. Good Lord, don't cheat the system. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. And who knows, I don't know what I'll be doing my next video. Because, you know, I have so much to say. I could just pop these things out two and three a day if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. So anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, go ahead and shoot me some more ideas. Who knows, the next time I might tell a sexy story. Next time I might, you know, I was thinking about really going into my journey and why I feel called to do this and to like really share like who I am and why I'm so passionate about being raw and transparent. And yeah, it's fun. And the more you listen to me, the more interesting it gets. I don't, you know, I know I talk a lot, but the content on what I say, you guys know when you feel it in your hearts. Or at least if you have one, you will. All right, I'll see you guys later.